Right. Come on.
Initially, I came to try Tonto, which I didn't really know where it went at the time. So I kind of had a look and tried all of the different possible exits to Kleptomania, which is the 8A start. Figured out that the traverse boulder doesn't is sort of its completely own route, or it's like a new bit of climbing. So it actually adds a new boulder on top of Kleptomania, and then you go into the other really cool boulder on King of Thieves. So it's like two boulders stacked by a good rest, basically. Yeah, it's a very cool sequence.
So basically, it exists because Steve's too strong for us. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I tried Tonto and I was like, this is too hard. So it's essentially just a cop out.
It's yeah. It's
So you get to the top of Kleptomania, you end up in a tensiony right kneebar, which you then roll over and do a little bit of a scary clip, because if the kneebar's good, but if you were to ping out with the slack in the rope, I think you would come quite close to the ground. I don't think you'd hit the ground, but you'd come a little bit closer. You've got to be careful making the clip. You roll over, match the hold with my left hand over. I keep the knee bar in, I bring my left foot up. I come into like a weird sort of matchbox sort of pinch thing. You then put your left heel basically to your hand and then cam it in. And a lot of your weight at this point is all just going through the left heel. You then use that to then come in with your left hand to like a high angle. It's like a slopey sort of crimp, but you have to really high angle it because you've got to generate quite a lot of force through it for the jump. So you get that with your left hand. I bring my feet up. I go right to quite like a crossily small crimp that's sort of just there to provide a bit of opposition. You then build your feet up. I put my right foot down and right. You set up, you lock in, you eye up the hole, and then you jump to the hole and catch it as like a backhand undercling. Thing is, as you catch the undercling, your left hand, you can't keep it on, so your left hand goes, but then in order to hold the swing, you need to match into the hole really quickly to stop yourself from falling off, basically.
You don't even need to grab the hold with your left hand. All you got to do is just put some opposing force to help you just control that swing.
Yeah.
I'm not even grabbing the hold. I'm just pushing against the side of the hole. The difference for me is I just get my hands the other way around in the one you clip off, and heel toe cam the opposite side of my hand. Brings my body a bit further across and it feels a bit more stable in that heel. But yeah, I mean, it seems like a pretty forced sequence doing that jump into the hole, which feels kind of mad. You don't often get that sort of thing on Yorkshire limestone. So
I don't want to jinx it, but I'm quite glad that has ended up being the most efficient sequence, because it looks like there's surely a more efficient way of doing it, but actually it's quite cool when something the coolest sequence ends up being actually the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
After that point, you bring your feet up and you put a knee bar into the hole. You get a bit of a rest there. It's quite a good rest, but the thing is your core is actually quite tired, so I don't think I'll stay there for that long, and because it's quite a short route, I don't think you need to shake out for too long. But you basically then put a knee bar in, you do a clip, you do two moves, and then you end up in the top boulder problem of King of Thieves, which is quite a cool 3D boulder in itself. It's not as hard as the first boulder, so I think if you get enough back, you're unlikely to drop it there, but you definitely could, so it definitely adds a bit of mental torment to that top bit.
So you go off and left to that undercling and match, and then Josh kind of goes with this sequence where he goes a bit more out left and gets this double heel toe cam sort of situation, whereas I kind of just crank it to the lip, where you get this, it's like a 3-finger drag sort of thing that you can sort of pinch it.
Oh, did you get it with three? Did you get it with 3 fingers?
Might have done 4 actually. Oh, did you get the thing further left then? The right one or the left one?
No, the tick mark one.
You get it 2 fingers?
I was trying with 3 and I couldn't stack them properly, so I ended up just holding it instead of like a drag, just like a pocket, and that felt way better.
And then I just get the left foot up again and stick the foot in the hole, weasel my hand up to the other jug, and then just pull up out over the lip. it's sort of a cut loose, but you're sort of just pushing up into a pull-up sort of position.
I struggle with bouldery routes to grade them. I'm quite comfortable with 50-meter enduro routes, knowing roughly how hard they are. But this, I'm not sure. We got to the conclusion that I'm pretty sure it can't be 8B plus, and I'm pretty sure that it can't be 9A. So it's probably 8C.
Yep.
Is what we think.
8C.
We reckon. So I think the way the route works, basically like a 7C plus route into a bad rest, into maybe like a 7C plus boulder, into a medium rest, into a 7B boulder.
Yeah, the kneebar's quite technical and everything, and quite hard.
You end up with your arms very fresh. It's more about conserving your core a little bit, because the boulder problem's all about keeping body tension basically, and the second boulder is as well. So actually, even if you can actually do the boulder, even if your arms are a little bit tired, you just need enough to smash into the hole and then hold the swing basically.
So we broke the laws of physics, and we managed to create simultaneous timelines so that we both did it at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's age or not, breaking the law. We didn't break gravity, so I think we're good on that one. But yeah, we did it at the same time. Joint first ascent.